I campaigned on a platform where public safety was a top priority. Public safety remains a top priority, and today we're super excited to announce the numbers for the end of the year crime report for 2019, and it shows that 2019 was one of the safest years in Shreveport history. Part 1 crime fell over the past year, reaching its lowest point since 1975. I'm going to repeat that. Its lowest point since 1975. That is 45 years. When compared to 1989, the highest year for Part 1 crimes on record, it's a 60% decline. Homicides saw the sharpest decline. It was 29% less homicides last year. That is huge. These aren't just numbers, and I know we like to think about it in terms of numbers sometimes, but these are lives. With fewer homicides, there are fewer children that have to bury parents, and fewer parents that have to bury their children. Many factors contributed to this historic reduction in crime. I want to highlight 2 of those factors. 1, community policing. Not just us in uniform, not just us on the government side, but also the citizens working diligently to keep their neighborhood safe was a big one. Chief Raymond and myself stress community-oriented policing because when our Shreveport police officers work with the community, it makes our neighborhood safer and our city stronger. I also want to recognize Shreveport's finest, Shreveport Police Department and the Shreveport Fire Department that work together, keeping us all safe.
The mayor and I, as he mentioned, are releasing the 2019 end-of-year crime report, which represents the lowest total Part 1 crime since 1975. Part 1 crime includes homicide, rape, robbery, burglary, theft, auto theft, assault, and battery. And agencies throughout the nation report these crimes to the FBI. In 1975, Shreveport reported 10,628 total Part 1 crimes. From that year forward, crime has trended upwards to a high point of 25,095 in 1989. During the last decade, it has come back down, but in 2019, we reported 10,665 Part 1 crimes. That's fewer than 40 more crimes than were reported 44 years ago. Saying that total Part 1 crime for 2019 was 10,665 crimes. That represents a 7% reduction from 2018 and a 60% reduction, as the mayor mentioned, from that high of 25,000 in 1989. For 2019, violent crime decreased by 8%, homicides down 29% from 2018. Furthermore, property crimes were reduced by 7% since last year, to include an 11% reduction in burglaries alone. Within the Shreveport Police Department, we made some changes in 2019 that I do believe contributed to this reduction. First and foremost was adding more officers to patrol duties. This was done in part by reducing personnel assigned to specialized units, but more effectively by implementing the supplemental patrol program, whereby every officer, corporal, and sergeant assists with patrol functions to some degree. Putting more boots on the ground allows us to be more responsive to citizen calls for service and more proactive in our efforts to prevent crime from occurring. Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize all the nonprofit, faith-based, and community organizations that have contributed to the low crime rate because of the services you offer, as well as individual citizens who provided tips about crimes or were cooperating witnesses to help us solve these crimes once they were committed. The Shreveport Police Department would not be successful without your contributions as well. As citizens, you are the eyes and ears of our city, and we will strive to improve upon our community policing efforts. As police and citizen relations continue to improve, so will our community, and our crime rate will further decrease. I'm thankful for the reductions we're able to report for 2019, but we are not satisfied. In 2020, we will continue to be innovative and proactive in our efforts to reduce crime and improve the quality of life for everyone in Shreveport. We will implement better technology to help solve crimes and prevent more from occurring. Lastly, we will continue to strengthen our bonds with citizens and neighborhoods we serve. The mayor and I are committed to improving the quality of public safety in our city, and I can say with confidence that we are headed in the right direction.